Hello, Arundhati. Hello. Madam, are you there? I think there is some problem.
I think so.
Yeah. Or shall we start? Stephen?
She's there. Arundhati is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon. On behalf of Hindi Vidya Prachar Samiti's Ram Niranjan Jhunjhunwala College and on behalf of Human Values Cell, I extend a warm welcome to all. Dalai Lama has said, I quote, "If we lose our human values by having everything mechanized, then machines will dictate our lives." Unquote. Today we have assembled to initiate the activities of Human Values Cell for the academic year 2021-2022. I now request Dr. Amita Valmiki, Coordinator of Human Values Cell, to deliver the welcome address as well as to speak about the objectives of this cell. Over to you, Amit.
Thank you so much, Arundhati, madam. It's such a pleasure that we have come together today here. First of all, I consider this to be very auspicious. And I was just teaching Kabir's philosophy in TY class. We have mystics whom we are studying: Kabir, Dadu, Nanak, Rumi, Saint Teresa of Avila, and etc. So many of the saints' philosophy that we are studying. And he was saying that there is no distinction of caste, class, race among human beings or gender. We have to all work on Dhai Akshar Prem Ka. If you don't have that, then there is nothing existing in the world. So even after studying so much, if you are not having this Dhai Akshar Prem Ka in your heart, it's not worth living. So I have prepared some 3 slides to introduce what is Human Value Cell going to do, and why we have Human Value Cell. So with your kind permission, committee members and the guest, I just share my PowerPoint. So what are we doing in human values? Obviously, we are taking up basic human values like community living and truthfulness, love, responsibility, peace. And we thought that somewhere something is lacking because everything is oriented towards certain goal. And if it is goal-oriented action, once the goal disappears, the values will disappear. So the college has thought, with the principal's initiative and director madam's initiative, the Human Value Cell is being established this year. Next one. So obviously ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do, that is quite devilish, and what is right to do. So we are concentrating on what is right to do. And this is very important in Human Value Cell. Ayn Rand says that ethics is a code of values which guide our choices and actions and determine the purpose and course of our lives. So it is very important to concentrate on our ethics or morality or values which are imbibed in ethics. I like these pictures. As you all know, that film is my forte and my area, not my forte, but my area of research as well. So what is the difference between values, norms, and roles? Human Value Cell will also try to elucidate these concepts. Values refer to the broad evaluations that people share with members of the group about what is good, moral, ethical, beautiful, or excellent. These are the important concepts in values. But when they come into practice, they are defined as norms. So a general value is further defined by norms or more detailed evaluation of rules about how to act or feel under specific condition. These values, when you are practicing in your day-to-day life, definitely it will have a different mode. And we have to understand the situation, and according to that, you have to act. So we display roles. when norms are practiced, you have a particular role. That is to carry out these norms and values, we assume certain roles and behave according to that role. We adopt different roles for different situations in which we are placed. So of course, you have values here in the first image, that is Tare Zami Pe, Chak De India, Iqbal, or Imtihan, or chalk and duster, etc., etc. These are the values which we have to imbibe. But when you put it into practice, boys don't cry, then it becomes a norm. So norms are so, you have to be very careful when you are practicing. Boys do cry and it doesn't matter. And then you display the role. So Padmavat or Padmavati, and then how you carry on these values in displacing a particular kind of role. But we have to be, again, very discreet that what we are doing and what we ought not to do. And here values become very important. Therefore, human cell, we have a human value cell. So basic human values we always defined as truth, right conduct, peace, equality, justice, humanity, cooperation, excellence. As the Dalai Lama said, as Professor Arundhati Chitre said, we all need basic human values rooted in trust and affection, says the Dalai Lama. And Martin Luther King Jr. says that we must learn to live together as brothers, or perish together as fools if our displacement of role is immoral. So importance of values and philosophy in human life, or philosophy of values in life. Every person's value is in the thought they hold, says Rumi. If you judge people, you have no time to love them, says Mother Teresa. Buddha the Great says, when you stop trying to change others and work on changing yourself, your world changes for the better. We are what our thoughts have made us. So take care about what you think. Words are secondary. Thoughts live, they travel far. Thank you, says Vivekananda. So this is what I wanted to present. And I hand over to Arundhati, madam.
Thank you, Amit. That was a very beautiful expression, and I'm sure with this cell, we are going to have a very fruitful and a very constructive journey about understanding human values. I now call upon Dr. Reena Puradkar to formally introduce our guest speaker.
Thank you.
Over to you, Reena.
Thank you, Arundhati ma'am. Sir's biodata runs into the pages, what to say and what not to say. Sir is so humble, you can just see, and sir is so handsome, as ma'am stated, that on this auspicious day of Janmashtami, we are having a musician. We consider Krishna is a musician of the world. So sir is here to just mesmerize with his music and his thoughts on values. Thank you, sir. Sir is MA in music technology from the University of Limerick, Republic of Ireland, 2004, being his postgraduate in commerce, but still you can just see his interest lies into the various things that is music. So he did his MA in music and technology. By profession, he is a musician, he's a composer, he's a band leader, he's a singer. So we are eager to listen to you, sir. He's a music engineer. I never heard about this word, but when I saw your CV, I said, yes, there is something called music engineering. So sir is a music engineer. Sir owns his own studio. He's a music coach too. So, and sir has performed many music shows in college, at inter-college level, at professional levels. He has judged many music shows at schools as well as in the college festivals. He had organized also the music concerts for the students, those who are taking training under him. His name is the Music Gurukul, and it is a Mumbai's premier music school since 2001. So just imagine what sir is doing and how he is dedicated to his music. We have managed and run TMM Studio since 2005. He worked for the music recording and composing project for the audiovisuals for TVs, for new artists, the emerging artists. He has also produced and performed songs which has been released by the Z Music. So you just imagine his passion. You can, if you hear his passion, you can say that he loves to do meditation. He loves to speak with people. He loves to communicate with the people and try to motivate them by his own experiences. He loves pranayam. He loves his own physical fitness. Loves to explore various places in the world, as well as I can say that into the our own country, our own state, and nearby. So it is deeply rooted into the spirituality because his interest lies in philosophy. He has been active member of Soka Gagai for 12 years. Soka Gagai is a value creation society. It is an organization that works for the promoting peace, education, and culture in the world using the Buddhist principle. So we have a great person among us, the Hitesh Rupani sir. Thank you, sir, for so being so kind, loving, and smiling and spreading this love and smile to everyone. Thank you, sir. Yes, over to you, Arundhati ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Reena. Thank you very much. And
Neha madam
from
join. Arundhati madam.
okay, okay.
Yeah, just you can ask her.
Welcome, Dr. Sneha Deuskar, Vice Principal, and I may request Sneha Madam to deliver the welcome address to welcome our guests again, once again. Sneha?
I think.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
On behalf of Hindi Vidya Prachar Samiti's Ram Niranjan Jhunjhunwala College, our principal, our director, and all vice principals, I welcome the guest. What I feel about today's program is values are the song of good life. Music is the means to unfold this exploration. My best wishes for this engaging initiative, which will be surely inspiration to our students, teachers also. Let us celebrate the purposefulness of life. Welcome once again on behalf of Hindi Vidya Prachar Samiti. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well said. Well said.
Well said, really.
Really. Thank you very much. And we are really indebted to have a multifaceted personality amongst us today. And I now request Sri Hitesh Rupani to deliver his address. Over to you, sir.
So hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I was just offline for a few seconds because of a network issue. So great. It's a pleasure to be here. It's you have asked me to speak about my pet project, a topic that is very dear to my heart. Music is something that I have worked on over the years. There was a long list of beautiful things said about me. That's too kind of you. Thank you so much. It's just a part of the music domain. जब हम music करते हैं, so all of these areas come together in a way. So that's why those points have been shared. And I have a lot of thoughts to share today. I will just start with something very basic. मैं चाहूँगा कि everyone can do a little of because it's music, and a lot of us may have learnt music, a lot of us may not have learnt music, but even if we all can be on mute and if we can just sing something very simple that I want you to try, because it'll just resonate in your heart, it'll make you enjoy, it'll make you feel happy, it'll make you live in the moment. So there is the beauty of the chant Om, okay? And Om is beautiful. Om helps you purify your thoughts. Om helps you think clearly. Om brings you in the moment. A lot of stress and anxiety exists around us. People are not able to adhere to human values because they are stressed. So let's chant to this sound. Can we do Om to this? So it's like. So wherever you you are, for that few seconds, just say Om and just relax. One last time, please. And if we tried it with the concept of harmony, it'll be like we'll just say oh, like just try that. One last time. Thank you so much. So all of you did a little meditation with me just now. That was nice of you. Thank you so much. So I'll play a little something. It's nothing. It's just a very simple but very powerful tune for the whole of India. And then I'll share with you. I hope you can hear the music clearly. I hope it was clear. So that's our national anthem, and it's in a way classical, and it's in a way from one of the biggest poets of India. It is Rabindranath Tagore, and so when we listen to music itself, it kind of soaks us into the spirit of human values, and it makes us think about what is the right thing to do. And once again, good afternoon. It's wonderful to interact with the future because when we have 18 to 22-year-old students with us, we are practically speaking to the future of India. And here I am starting with a small introduction and rushing through the pointers that I would like to share with you. So, my life has been about music learning and teaching and composing. And I have also studied a lot in the domain of spirituality. And human values is something that you continuously think of. When you are spiritual, you don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to, be even in the remote corner of your heart, you don't want to harbor hate or malice towards anyone. So I really pray at the onset that whatever I'm able to share with you comes across, these positive thoughts that I look forward to sharing with you are worthy of your time. It's brilliant to have young people listening in. So I'll tell you one thing for sure, that everything that happens is mistake. And even this workshop, for the way it has come to me, it has helped me introspect on what life has been, where are we headed, and everything happens for a very deep reason. So for me, this 2 year lockdown also has been one where I have really thought about and I've reflected on my journey, and I've thought about what do I stand for, what does life mean to me, what do I want to do with this life, how does music, where does music come in the scheme of things, because a lot of people make music, but suppose if we are making music and promoting thoughts which are not the purest, or if we are using it to promote vulgarity or alcoholism, so where does the beauty of music go if human values are not thought of? So everything that I share today will be from my study, my wisdom, my prayers, my meditation. I really hope to share from that. And in this journey and whatever little I got to travel the world, I'm going to share from that. So music, as I've seen, has great purity and is directly connected with everything that good human behavior stands for. So if you're doing music, if you're learning music, if you're listening to music, if you attend a concert, somewhere deep inside there is already a churning which happens. You start thinking about the lyrics, you start thinking about the feelings that arise in your heart. So and I really feel that one is very fortunate if they open their hearts to music, and because life is indeed very short. Before it starts and it ends, it's like a dream. So we have to capture and enjoy the essence of life. And exposure to good music gives you vast experience. So I must tell you that since it was also shared by in my introduction that spirituality ranks high in my life, in the way that I really like to think of every aspect in depth. And so I must share with you here that why do human values and music, they both kind of come in the picture closely for me, is because I lost my mom to a terminal disease, and it was very difficult for me to comprehend at the age of 18 as to what's going on. Why does disease happen? Why do people suffer? Why are there industries which are not adhering to norms? Say, for example, there are polluting industries. So these polluting industries, even if these are run by human beings, and if these people adhere to values, ethics, I think the world will not go through the kind of challenges we are going through. So they both kind of came together, and I made a resolve that music is going to be my domain, because music, first and foremost, music does not cause pollution. And the other thing is that music even does away with the concept of thought pollution. A lot of stress, anxiety is created when there is no clarity of thought and we don't realize the journey of life. So I'm going to be sharing, I've written a few pointers, I'll keep sharing them with you. So I feel that music is special and it's connected with human values because just like if you look at a young child has a lot of liking, a lot of excitement for music. They'll have fascination towards musical instruments, and this liking is almost the same that they have for towards animals. So our liking for music, our liking for life starts at a very young age, and it's very important that it's a mystical connection that we have with music, and it's very important that to be in tune with ourselves, music is given a chance in our life. So everyone here, if you have learned music, you will realize that it's a beautiful experience. There is a concept of riyaz. So if you have learned music, you will realize that it's a concept wherein you have to do a lot of repetition. You go within. When you do music practice, you go within. You cannot be shallow. You cannot be hasty. You kind of really look within your heart, and you are true to yourself. Even negative tendencies, I believe, where you can say that people are not adhering to human values. Negative tendencies happen where people are not in tune with themselves. So let's understand that music is a mysterious thing, and to understand how it helps us lead enriched lives, we will have to give it a chance by listening and learning. I feel that if we are listening to music regularly, if we are learning music regularly, it kind of enhances our human experience, and this is something which I strongly believe in. So I had made some slides which I have not shared. If I can I share some slides?
You can. You are a co-host.
Thank you so much. So I'm just sharing some slides which will help me kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks. So I put down my thoughts together, and I realized that there is a host of values, human values that we stand for, and that really, uh, will make the world a better place. And all the Amitji had shared, all these wonderful people, Buddha and Rumi, they all kind of speak in the same language and mention as to how human beings can have a beautiful existence by focusing on these values. So, going to the next, I've spoken about the this aspect which I just shared, that music is actually a magical experience, and that is why it's very important that we all listen and learn music. So, on the topic of music learning, I'd like to again just mention one last point, that gratitude, honesty, kindness, respect, and right action become intrinsic values of a person who does music learning. There is, a music student has a guru, and we have to respect the guru. We have to learn from the guru. We have to dedicate precious time to the concept of learning, and it really makes us a very strong person in terms of character. So a musician remembers also, the fact is that a musician always remembers that his craft is a gift. The talent of a musician is not entirely his. He or she has earned it by hard work, but we also attribute it to the higher power to give us the gift of music. And should there be arrogance in our heart, should there be arrogance, that gift will be taken away. So music learning, I believe, is a beautiful way of filtering our lives. um, so I was also thinking of the concept of origin of music, because nowadays a lot of us may be listening to music which may have lyrics of all kinds. Over here, I'd like to give the example of love. Love is a very beautiful, basic human value. But if we think about it, love has been overemphasized in the way of a, uh, you know, like a boyfriend girlfriend or a husband wife kind of a love. But I really like how music, in the way in the beginning, was used to express the love for God. So Qawwali music, gospel music, or you have bhajans, they would talk about the love for God, and enhance a person's it would enhance a person's concept of love, and so they could extend it to the society. So an individual could think about the concept of love not only with regards to two people, but regards from one person to the entire society. And I think that's really special when these songs would talk about, songs should ideally talk about love in that manner. And that's why the youth of today should filter their music in the way that they are listening to songs which talk about love for society, love for people, love for the world, and bring in togetherness. And when I talk about origin of music, sometimes it's said that music originated 40,000 years back, and much of the music was also attributed as a gift from the gods. So again, when I think about music, I really feel it has a very special role to play, and everyone who makes music should ideally think about these things, and we should use music to elevate people's life condition. going ahead, there are a few thoughts that I wrote about. So, human values, that's the topic for the day, and I hope I'm doing justice to this because it's a vast topic. So, I'd like to share with you a few, like an example. So, when I was a child, I witnessed a situation where we escaped an accident, but because we were unhurt, we were not hurt, we rushed away from the situation. We were like, okay, we are fine, other people are hurt, so maybe we should just run away. And that time I was very young. So that was a very odd situation to be in. Later, we also, were in a situation where an animal, a cat, accidentally died because of us. But then again, we didn't really act at that situation. So when you're young, you do realize that you have to act out of compassion, out of kindness. But when you are a child, somewhere you are at the mercy of other people telling you what is to be done. But it's only later in life that you really get control and you feel that, okay, what is the right thing to do? What are the ethics that I stand for? And it's so important that when we are in a position to command, we should adhere to the highest values and respect all life. And music, definitely. I'm going to bring in this correlation because when I did music, I gave myself a chance to really look within and ask, what am I all about? Music. I'm going to connect it to meditation here because when you sit in silence and when you practice and when you're only to yourself, you are not under the, people are not telling you much about what to do, what to say, how to think. So it was very special that I took out those daily 3 hours, 4 hours to think about what my life is about and what music I want to do, and it helped me develop my own individuality. So it's really special when people enjoy music and sit in silence and listen to music. They can actually develop their own conscience, and then when you are meditating, you can't be fake. You can't be shallow. You will definitely adhere to the highest ethics. So music is a great starting point in the life of any individual to look within. And what is music? Music is beautiful. Music is sound, it's pitched sound, it's rhythm, and it's interspaced. It's alternated with divine silence. And just like sound, silence also is very special. And music again is very special because uh, if anyone over here has been listening, you would know that there are a wide variety of artists to be heard. The world of music has different styles, genres, music of different countries, people, personalities. Every musician, I could even see the DP of somebody playing a harmonium. So it's so beautiful. Every individual brings in so much character into their music, their authenticity, their sense of justice, truth. It all comes into their music. So, when you listen to a lot of music, you will also experience feelings of energy, excitement, youthfulness. So, we all must definitely open our heart to a lot of music because all these sounds and energies are transmitted to the world through the music and or to all of these seeking souls. So, if you are making music, if there are students here who make music, you should really, really make beautiful music and share it with the world. And very strangely, very beautifully, you would have given a good sense of values and ethics to the world through your music. I would also, I'm thinking aloud when I'm sharing this that, see, everything that you do, if you're doing music, it's going to percolate into, or it's going to go into everything that you are doing in life. So music is a part of art and culture, and these are my thoughts that I'd written down. Music is a part of art and culture, and can help people stay alive by helping them see happiness in a different light. So what has happened? I'm going to the next slide here. So, for example, there has been we have seen the pandemic, and we have seen all of those challenging situations. But if a person really opened their heart to music, they may actually be very hopeful through these testing times. They will not get overwhelmed. How many of us here, when we are low, we just get into a room and listen to music or put on our earphones? And isn't that so special that music transports you to a different place? So that's again a very beautiful thing about music, that it takes you away from your reality. Say your reality is about financial challenge or health challenge. But even if a person is in a grim situation, say for example they are in a hospital, but if they are listening to music, they will get transported to another place and they'll be very hopeful. And hope again is a very beautiful thing. I'd like to take 1 second here. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. So I was just sharing with you that, yeah. So when I say that somebody can be transported out of their reality, it's beautiful, because even the organization that I'm part of, Soka Kai, it beautifully explains that hope is a very beautiful thing. And when a person is full of hope, I think they can make the impossible possible. So that's why I mentioned, and I put this slide here, that staying alive is a beautiful thing, and music indeed can save lives. And all of these factors are interrelated, because if someone is soaked in music, if they are full of hope, if they are positive, I think they'll go ahead and actually, be agents of change in modern society. For example, truth and justice are very important basic human values. But how do you adhere to these human values if you have not developed your soul, if you have not developed your heart? So I like the fact how Amit ji also started this lecture by mentioning the importance of heart. And that's why even Buddhism talks about the fact that Nichiren Buddhism specifically says that it is the heart which is important. So the next slide that I've put here is stress, and I would like to mention this also, that stress is a very big reality of our times, and when music helps to reduce stress, it's giving other values a chance. So yes, what I would like to even say that, recently there was a situation where it happened in our vicinity, that there was a particular vendor on the street, and this person uh, was so stressed because some residents, complained about this vendor, and he struggled for a few weeks against the police complaints that were filed against him. And then this vendor actually, just yesterday, he passed away because of a heart attack. So what is going on here? A lot of people may not get to experience art and culture and music in a way that they are able to see the bigger picture. Our secular lives have so taken over in a way. Our jobs and everything are so important that we forget the bigger picture. It's very important for us to take the beauty of music to everyone around us. and we'll realize that we could probably save a life. Now that I think about it, I really feel that we should be able to use music in society and encourage everyone around us and ensure that people don't lose out on the beauty of life because of stress. And music plays a very important role here. So I have a good few points to cover. I'd just like to know how much time I have so that I don't end up talking endlessly.
10 minutes and then some
Thank you.
questions, no problem. And
Thank
then
you.
question
Thank you so much.
answers. Yeah,
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Great. So, the next slide, as you can see, I've said that, do you listen to music? So, of course, you all are very well, read, well, you have seen the world, you have read a lot of books. But I think music should be given a better chance because there is a lot of music out there. When we talk about music, there is music from all corners of the world. I think we in India are very fortunate because we have got classical music of North Indian tradition, South Indian tradition. We also see Sufi music, we see Western classical, there is rock music, there is pop music, there is fusion. And whenever you listen to diverse music, the kind of experience or exposure that you get to is very special. And so music uplifts the spirit. I'll really request all of the listeners over here, all the students, to really enjoy world music, and you will realize that through the music and through the lyrical content, you will get to hear the thoughts and the cultures of so many diverse people that adhering to the highest human values comes very naturally. Okay. The next point I want to talk about is spirituality. As I said earlier, the famous quote that we all should know and we may know is that we are not just human beings having a spiritual experience, but rather we are already spiritual beings having a human experience. So, hence, anything that is connected with feelings, perceptions must be given time and reverence. Yeah, music, art, literature helps us delve into the deep workings of the mind and the soul. Any such endeavor is obviously going to help us lead lives where we are in tune with ourselves. So, this is a line I've been repeating today, that we need to be in tune with ourselves, like a guitar needs to be tuned. So if we are in tune with ourselves, we can definitely be people of genuine character and amazing personalities in society, where we can help everyone around us. So it has been my learning that whatever you choose to think and the way you choose to act will almost immediately percolate into your consciousness and become a part of your character. Hence, it is so important to exhibit integrity and adhere to the highest human values at every moment. So, this is something I feel it's very clear in my heart that whenever the way we think, it'll become a part of your personality. So, it's very important that at every moment, every minute, we are trying to think positively, think in the most ethical manner, think good about people, and then it becomes a part of our personality. And music has helped me do that because music has always kept me positive and hopeful. The next point that I wanted to talk about is religion. So again, as I had shared earlier, that Islam or Sufism brings us Qawwali. Christianity has brought us gospel music. As Hindus, we have seen bhajans. But these songs are full of hope, and they focus on the divine. And when we are soaked in such positive thoughts, uh, being truthful, or compassion, kindness will really overflow from our life. I have seen my friends. I'd like to give an example here. My friends who adhere to, who go to the Sunday school, they follow Christianity, and I have such good respect for them. And they are the kindest people I've seen, and they use such good language that I've always looked up to them and tried to take pointers from them as to how they're so kind and soft spoken and non judgmental. I remember the slide with Amit ji shared earlier that Mother Teresa said that if you are going to be judgmental always, you're never going to have the time to love people. So yes, religion and music are very closely linked, and it's a very special bond that they share. Just a few other points. Live music is very special. Give me 1 second. So live music is the opportunity to interact with a lot of musicians performing right in front of you. It is a fact that in these times nowadays it's happening less. But if we get an opportunity, we should experience live music. It's a very deep spiritual experience, and you will see that the personality of the artists kind of interacts with your own psyche, and you have such a beautiful experience. I have seen, like, in our performances as well, post the performance, we have such a heart to heart bond with everyone in the room, spreading a message of peace, brotherhood, friendship. It's really special. So the next point I would like to share is that music again is special because in music you have to follow your heart. It's I've often seen that, when people come and they want to choose what instrument they should learn, they doubt themselves. They do not trust their heart. They do not trust their little kids. So if a 4-year-old says that they want to learn guitar, the family might say, how does this child know that they want to learn guitar? So not only do we doubt ourselves, we doubt little kids as well. But that's not a great thing to do. I think we need to remember that our heart speaks to us. It's almost the language of the divine. We need to open our hearts to whatever the universe is saying, and we lead beautiful lives if we start listening to our heart. The next is I want to speak about meditation. Is that as I explained earlier, that meditation is where you sit in silence, and when gurus sit in silence, they have such beautiful things to share, and they help us lead beautiful lives adhering to highest human values. But what does a musician do? Isn't the musician also doing the same? A musician or a performer or a music listener also is sitting in silence, enjoying music, and just soaking in the spirit of the world. And it's so beautiful because when you get a lot of answers when you're sitting in silence. A lot of music lovers, another friend of ours has a guitar behind them. So yes, we should enjoy good music, and guitar is a very versatile, beautiful instrument. So meditation and music is very alike, and we should open our hearts to this practice. The next thing I wanted to talk about is materialism. I think materialism kind of disconnects us from our true self. And if we are not in connect with our true self, we'll not be able to adhere to the highest values of love, compassion, kindness. Spirituality often even explains that, we are not this body, we are not this mind, we are a slice of the divine. So getting lost too much in materialism takes us away from our real self. So of course we should aspire, and we should experience abundance and wealth as well. We are all many young students here. You should aspire to have whatever you wish for, but alongside that we should let beautiful music guide us. Ethics, as we all know, is very important. A musician works individually to become good and then works in a band to make good music. Similarly, we all have to raise our standards and work in society as a unit. And if we do that, we will realize that this world will become a beautiful place. So let us develop our heart so that we can live in the society as one. Last point that I wanted to share was I believe in the concept of karma. The concept of karma helps us really do the right thing in terms of thoughts, words, and deeds. As we continue to do that, as beautiful music purifies our soul and we think about karma, we'll realize that sticking to the highest ideals and adhering to human values and having gratitude for the grace that we are all experiencing is very easy. So thanks so much. These are some of my thoughts. I hope I could touch upon this topic. You've given me a beautiful topic. I hope I could do some justice to this topic.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And
Uh,
that,
Arundhati madam,
yeah.
we request him to present one song.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Great.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a beautiful song. I'm going to play a part of it. It's always lovely to share some music. This song is very special. It's called अजीब दास्तां है ये, and definitely हमारी life जो है एक बहुत unique journey है. So this song kind of talks about that. So I've just recovered from a bad throat, so I hope I can just enjoy the song. Let's go ahead. अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम। अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी, ना वो समझ सके ना हम। ये रोशनी के साथ क्यों धुआं उठा चिराग से, ये रोशनी के साथ क्यों धुआं उठा चिराग से, ये ख्वाब देखती हूँ मैं कि जग पड़ी हूँ ख्वाब से। अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें हैं कौन सी, न वो समझ सके ना हम। अजीब दास्तां है ये, कहाँ शुरू कहाँ खत्म, ये मंजिलें कौन सी, न वो समझ सके ना हम। Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was a very
Beautiful.
apt song to move on with life. And we are really thankful to you because the session was really truly a very thought-provoking session where you showed the percolation of music in every facet of our life, including our values. Can we have the question answer session now? And I request Professor Mala and Professor Poonam to coordinate the interactive session now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And we also have Aditya Khanvilkar sir, our music teacher of college. Thank you, Aditya sir, for being there. Thank
Good
you.
afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for attending. Okay.
Yes, now I request participants to put their questions. Either they can unmute themselves or they can put the questions in chat. I will read it out to Mr. Hitesh. In fact, the very first question I would like to ask, sir.
Please,
Uh,
please.
Please.
Yes, I have two daughters. My younger one is 10 years old. She's very good in singing. Even her school teacher also has said like she has some like God gifted and some sense of music. So I'm looking for someone who can coach her. So that is one thing. And the elder one is also like, she is now in teen, like 14 years. She always is behind that BTS group, that's South Korean. So, but you know, as a mother, I always pull her, you should spend some time on studies also. And she is more on that BTS. I don't know. She is saying that those are very hopeful songs. And like you said, those lyrics are very good. So that I have realized when she listen to that, she is like away from the world. And she need that 1 hour at least to relax and all. So I can realize what you said, that all this is so refreshing and connecting to herself. I mean, I can see that in my children's.
Great.
So I'll
great.
connect to.
Yeah, you're most welcome to reach out to me.
Yeah,
It'll be
I'll
nice
connect to you. Yeah.
I'd like to guide, and I can definitely tell you that little kids listening to music, and if the lyrics are beautiful, it's only going to do them good. We must understand that a lot of song may have lyrical content, which should be kind of parents should have an eye on, so that they can guide them. We can't force these kids to listen to us completely, but when you guide them with love and care and as a friend, they'll definitely listen to you. But I have a lot of students who listen to BTS. I honestly am not aware of the lyrical content. If you are keeping a tab on that, hats off to you for being a sensitive parent.
Yes. I wanted to ask one question. How do we know that what the child is opting for is right?
So I think when we are friends to the children, we should kind of, so music moves from one person to the other. So if somebody is your peer, and if that's a child, if our children are listening to something, so we should listen to music together, and we can easily find out. Sometimes the lyrics are beyond us. Even English lyrics sometimes are said in a way you will not understand. And nowadays there is a lot of music which has objectionable lyrics, or lyrics which are not really helping mental development. So then we will have to go online and read it up. And so once we listen to a lot of music, then we can easily say that, okay, dear, ye music chhod do, listen to this. Can we listen to it together? And then we sing together, we dance together, we celebrate together. Then the child will definitely like to make a change. Otherwise, it'll be a ego clash.
Yeah. I think parents should educate themselves first. It's
Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sir, it is stated that music therapy heals various diseases. I just want to know how music helps to come out of the various diseases, like maybe which are, you can say that not curable also, but a person get cured due to the music. How it happens?
Thank you so much. It's a very specialized field of music therapy. I'm not really an expert in that, but having learned, taught, and discussed and researched music for 21 years, I can definitely say that music, when somebody starts listening to music, they open their heart to all kinds of healing. So once someone is learning music, they will open their heart to even yoga and pranayam they'll start not only enjoying music, but see, for example, I'll give you a small instance. If you are singing, you cannot sing if you're not breathing. So if you are doing deep breathing, can anything stop you from being relaxed and happy? And if you are happy, you can actually, be a channel for healing to enter your life. And so we have seen cases where amazing people come to us and they say that we have joined music lessons because we know that music is therapy. But when they open their life to a guru, then they have to completely say that whatever the teacher guides them, they will do that. रियाज करना है तो रियाज करेंगे, गाना है तो गाएंगे, बजाना है तो प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, ताल के साथ बजाना है तो वील ताल के साथ करेंगे, मेट्रोनोम है तो मेट्रोनोम के साथ में वी विल प्रैक्टिस. And then when one day becomes a week, becomes a month, becomes a year, they will realize that they have become better, calmer, relaxed people. And then healing does happen. Of course, we need to take secular healing also. Just because somebody is doing music therapy should not mean that they give up on their medicines and stuff like that. But if it's used as one of the aspects in their life, Reena ji, I'm very sure that they will experience deep healing. I
Sir,
hope I've been able to.
yeah, sir, because what happened whenever I listen to the abhangas, it literally soothes you. That gives you the healing effect. Whichever abhanga it might be, the tears come out. It happens like that. So I thought that this connection might be there that to heal yourself.
Abhangs are beautiful. I know so many friends during Ganesh Chaturthi, they have like 10, 12 hours of continuous abhangs, bhajans in Marathi being performed. And it's such a spiritual experience. I think there's a lot of healing that happens when you listen to music with all your heart. So thank you so much for sharing this. It's very special when music moves you to that extent.
Yes, yes. There is a question by Robin, if I'm not wrong. Can you say before, what is it? I'm sorry. Can you say before live to camera on all? Oh, that we will do it. He wanted to take a picture. Okay. So that is to me. But Aditya sir, काहीतरी म्हणावं असं.
मॅडम छान गाईड करतात सर, मी काय म्हणायचं.
नाही, काहीतरी आपण होऊन जाऊन द्या, अभंग वगैरे काहीतरी.
बहुत अच्छे से गाइड कर रहे हैं मैडम. सर आप एक गाना सुना दीजिए सर आज. मैं तो हर टाइम गाता ही रहता हूँ.
सर ने कहा कि मेरा थ्रोट खराब है, लेकिन उनका गिटार इतना अच्छा बज रहा है कि
आदित्य सर थोड़ा बजाइए आप प्लीज. अच्छा
हाँ, एक गाना हो, एक अभंग, एक so of course it's
please
music. So yes.
एक राधा एक मीरा. शाम को चाहा अंतर क्या दोनों की अंतर क्या दोनों की में बोलो प्रेम एक दर्शन एक प्रेम एक दर्शन राधानी मधुबन में ढूंढा मीरा ने मन में पाया राधा जी से गोरे गोविंद मेरा हाथ दिया एक मुझे एक पाए पग एक भाई अंतर क्या दोनों चार प्रेम पाए एक दर्शन एक प्रेम पाए एक दर्शन Thank you.
Ma'am, you are muted. Unmute yourself. Amit ma'am, unmute
बहुत
yourself.
बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया.
Yes.
Very nice.
Arundhati madam can take over. Yeah. Yes.
Aditya, very beautiful song, one of my favorite. आणि
you, madam.
आज कृष्ण जन्माच्या वेळेस हे गाणं आलं, फार बरं वाटलं.
नाही हो, त्याच्यामुळे मी फार चांगलं गात नाही, मी फक्त गाईड करू शकतो फार चांगलं, कारण म्हणून मी टीचर म्हणून काम करतोय.
नाही, खूप सुंदर, खूपच सुंदर, absolutely brilliant song. If there are no more questions, then can I call upon Professor Stephen Lobo to propose the formal vote of thanks?
Yes. And if anybody from the teacher faculty also, if want to ask something or some comments, please, you are feel free to do so. Okay. Poonamji,
Any
anything more?
questions?
No, ma'am.
Mala madam?
No, ma'am, it was really a wonderful session. I enjoyed too much. I hope students must have also enjoyed.
Yes, yes.
It
yes.
was first session that we have organized for students, and it was related to their great interest, and it was singing and it was music. So I
Yes.
hope students must have also enjoyed a lot.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much for organizing this. Thank you. It was your,
We organize this together.
yeah, of course, but you chose the topic. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes. Stephen sir, anything you want to say? Because he's so much, whenever we organize teachers event, singing competition, he secures first award. First
Oh,
prize.
no. Ma'am and Saraswati ma'am, they are all
Saraswati madam is there,
the
but
forerunners.
Saraswati madam, Sneha madam, we purposely make them judges because they are well-trained teachers. And into music, they are so well trained, and therefore I never ask them to participate because then we are nowhere. But Stephen sir always, he begs first prize. So he's too good, especially the choir and gospels. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So anybody else? Arundhati madam, tumhala kaitari?
I was just wondering, I wanted to know this from Hitesh sir. Sir, what is your take on the reality shows like Indian Idol? I mean, I just want to know your opinion. I'm not commenting anything. I just want to know your opinion on these reality shows because they are very popular. So, what do you?
Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up. See, reality shows are a brilliant opportunity for many people to get a chance to sing. A lot of people will not get a chance also over here, but the fact remains that they are doing their role. They might bring in their element of a little drama and all of that to it, but along with that, there is a lot of serious talent that gets an opportunity. तो अगर
Yes.
इतने लोगों को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रहा है, look at the audience. When we people watch these shows, we are so inspired. We love their music.
Yes.
We share it amongst each other. तो कितना music का tradition is going out into the society. So though it is operating out of its limits, there are certain limits to how you can organize these. It's not always possible to reach that perfect talented person in the society. But I would say, since I also do events and I organize events for our students, I know it's so difficult to organize these. So if
Yes.
somebody, if these groups are doing it, I think they have a good heart in it,
Hmm.
and a lot of people will benefit. Art and culture will get promoted because of these
Yes.
programs. So I think we have to look at the brighter side and absolutely
Yes.
thank them for their activities.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Any other questions from anyone?
Chat, I cannot see any. Yes, student, if you have any specific question, you can ask.
I think it was so clear, isn't it, Poonamji?
Yes.
So we can call off the day.
Yeah. Stephen, can we have the vote of thanks?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
On behalf of the members of the Human Values Cell, it is indeed my privilege and pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. First and foremost, I would like to place on record our sincere thanks to Mr. Hitesh Rupani for having honored our invitation by accepting to engage with our students and inaugurate the activities of the Human Values Cell for the year 2021-22. Sir, it has indeed been a pleasure to listen to you. It was mesmerizingly awesome. You so beautifully explained how music connects us with our own selves, filtering away negativities, making certain intrinsic values as part of ourselves, then the love aspect of music, then how music can help us overcome situations, how music being followed by different religious groups brings out good values, etc. Your encouragement, sir, that we should listen to music will certainly go a long way in imbibing values and attuning us to ourselves. I would also like to thank in absentia our principal, Dr. Himanshu Dauda, and the director, Dr. Usha Mukundan, our vice principal, Dr. Sneha Devuskar, who, though she is unwell, has taken the trouble to be with us. Again, in absentia, our vice principals, Professor Praveen Nayak and Dr. Kiran Kolwankar, the management for their full-hearted support to us in our endeavors, for taking education beyond the classroom. A very big thank you to professors from the other departments who took their time out to attend this session. And a very special mention of thanks to Mr. Devi Prasad Shetty for having helped us out with the technicalities. All those who have helped us in one way or the other. And last but not the least, to my dear students who have shown their enthusiasm in participating in such events. Thank you, one and all.
So can I just add a last line? Thank you so much for that lovely vote of thanks. I think the students are very, very fortunate to have such a lovely panel of teachers teaching them. I congratulate all the teachers for doing such a marvelous job. I think being in college is one of the finest times of our life.
Yes.
So you all
Yes.
are doing a wonderful job. So all the best to all the teachers, students for making most of this opportunity. Thank you to the wonderful teachers. Thank you, Amitji, for welcoming me. It was a pleasure interacting with all of you.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being there.
Thank
Pleasure.
you,
Thank you
sir.
very much,
One and
sir.
all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure is mine.
Thank
Best
you,
wishes
sir.
to everyone.
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So I end the meeting, okay? For everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
bye.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Goodbye, everyone. Bye.